Wycombe Lodge 1501 sits in the town of Marlow on the Thames in Buckinghamshire. It was a cold, miserable day when I went. Didn't stop raining, the Thames had already broken its banks. So I made my way quickly to the lodge room, which is a converted chapel just outside the town. I'd arrived quite early, but was surprised to see so many cars already there. There was no ceremony that night, just a lecture, but it was a really well attended meeting. The lodge room itself, high vaulted ceiling, great acoustics and very well lit. There I met with the secretary who introduced me to the Worshipful Master, who was in the chair for the second time, having served in the province for 53 years. I sat down and had a chat with him.
So my name is Alain Thibault. I'm a Frenchman, and I have been a Freemason member of Wycombe Lodge since 1971. Well, I joined because at that time it was a little bit more, I don't use the word secret, but you were not asked if you wanted to be a Mason. You had to ask. But I was in a hotel business, and in my hotel a lot of lodges used to meet and so on, so I knew quite a lot of Masons. That's why initially I thought they are good people I know, and they belong to a lodge, and I would like to belong to a lodge too. Wycombe Lodge obviously is a very old lodge. It's the 150th anniversary this year. We used to meet in High Wycombe. In fact, in the town hall there was a room, the Oak Room, which in the old days that room had been designed by the council, which all the members were Masons. So it was like a temple. And Wycombe Lodge, when I first joined, we were over 100 members. And in those days, my days, were a lot of people in the chair manufacturing business and so on. And we came here, joined Marlow Lodge in the early 70s. I was fortunate to be a member when we had our 100th anniversary, and now for our 150th.
That's fantastic. That's absolutely fantastic. So obviously you feel the sense of brotherhood. How would you describe it?
Oh yes, very much so. In fact, maybe me being master this year, last time I was a master was in 1982. And a long time ago, and it's all brethren here who felt that for the 150th anniversary, they like me to take the chair again.
That's lovely.
And supporting me, well, because at my age, my brain doesn't retain as much I probably used to in 1982, last time I was master.
Do you mind me asking how old you are?
Yeah, no, not at all. I was born in 1941. So, well, I would give the advice I would give is, first of all, these days, you can learn a bit more about lodge and masonry if you go on the internet. They are quite good explanation and so on, so it does help. And obviously, have 2 or 3 older Masons who are able to explain a bit what it's all about and so on. Now, what I would say is that make sure that's what you want to do. Make sure that you have time to do it. Your whatever job you're in, you can have that freedom to do it, or a little, and so on. It can be, and probably if you are married, that your partner is in agreement as well. That's quite important, because at the end of the day, I mean, to me, as I say, I've been a member a long time of Lodge, 53 years going, and I've only ever missed one meeting during all that time. So, it's, but at the end of the day, your family and your wife is probably more important. So you must make sure that they agree with it. and they understand and so on. And I've been fortunate that that's what happened to me. And always the other advice I would give is if you make commitment, you must keep their commitment. That's very important.
Brilliant. Well, I think that's all my questions. I'd like to thank you very much indeed.
Good pleasure.
And we'll wait to see how well that came out.
Okay.
Thank you. I've had a few days now to reflect on my visit to Marlow. It was such a shame. It was a cold, wet, miserable day when I got there. Certainly wasn't cold, wet, and miserable in the lodge room. The welcome I received was very warm, very welcoming, and it was a real pleasure to meet all the brethren there. The Worshipful Master, so kind to sit down and tell me about his Masonic experience. The APGM came to visit and basically held my hand. There was no ceremony. There was a lecture on the pathway, which I found to be very interesting and very well delivered. And it was a great day. The festive board was absolutely superb. And so I would like to thank Brother Secretary, the Worshipful Master, and everybody else concerned in making my visit so pleasurable. And of course, thank you very much for the donation, donating the proceeds of the raffle, topped up by the province itself. So thank you all very much indeed. My next journey will be to the province of Yorkshire North and East, which I'm looking forward to immensely. So see you next time.